Hi YouTubers, it's Evan X we've been around, we have a very special video right now, so very special video. So welcome guys to the very special video I've been planning for the last couple months now. Welcome to 10.5 years or 10.5 years since I started smoking. So I have a word template right here and we're making this as high quality as possible. I don't want to make this at all shitty quality. So anyway. So welcome to the video. So I turned on the iPad or the camera. I'm using my iPad right now, and I'm going to introduce myself and say hi. Hi. So that's the introduction, and this is going to be obviously celebrating my half birthday. I'm 20.5 years old today, and today is the 10.5 year anniversary since I started smoking or using tobacco products, cigars and pipes, and yeah. So I want to discuss right now how this is going to work in terms of the word template. Now, for people who are older subscribers of mine, now obviously people know how these videos work. So people know that I read off a word template, which is the word template right here, and I basically explain, different things like health effects, pipes, cigars, hookahs, nasal snuff, cigarettes, tobacco products, tobacco this, tobacco that, and a lot of people know also in this video I don't give eye contact, so I'm not being rude, rude ass like the big ass cigar, so I'm not being rude, I'm just not giving eye contact because number one, I have Asperger's, and people who have Asperger's don't give eye contact generally, and number two, I am looking down at the word template. The word template is right here. I also just have a glass of water right here, just so I don't get a dry throat. And so if I'm not giving eye contact, I'm not being rude to you guys. I'm just looking down, so I'm not giving eye contact. So I know some people, refer to not giving eye contact as being a rude thing, kind of like a rude ass thing, like a big ass cigar. So. So I explained how this is going to work. So now I want to jump right into the video. And again, this video is celebrating 10.5 years since I started smoking or using tobacco products. FYI, for your information, I will be breaking this video up into 2 or 3 parts. So it'll be a part 1, part 2, or part 3. So the first part will be uploaded, then the part 2 will be uploaded, and so on. So within the next hour or so, all 3 parts should be uploaded. So because the iPad can't take, it can't handle like a ton of memory. So just that's the reason why. Okay. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So what I have smoked or used in the last 10.5 years, I'm going to say 10.5 years just because it's easier to say than 10.5 years, so 10.5 years. What I have smoked or used in the last 10.5 years for tobacco products. So smoked meaning, burning, smoking, and used meaning used. So for tobacco products. I have used cigarettes, cigarillos, tobacco blunts, cigars, little cigars, pipes, tobacco pipes, hookah, and nasal snuff, and e-cigarettes. So I've used a hell of a lot of tobacco products, a hell of a lot. So I've used pipes, cigars, cigarettes, hookah, nasal snuff. I've used e-cigarettes or vaping products. I've used a lot of different stuff, a lot of different shit. So, and by the way, I do swear in my videos. So if you're easily offended by swearing, don't watch it. And if you're somebody who doesn't like long videos, don't watch this video. Don't whine, don't bitch. So. So I've used a lot of tobacco products. I've used pipes, cigars, cigarettes, hookah, a lot of different stuff, a lot of different shit. So now I want to explain, I don't chain smoke and I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. So first off, I may have tried, this is why I always say in my videos, my anniversary videos, and for people who are older subscribers, you know how these videos work, you know how it goes. I may have tried a lot of tobacco products like pipes, cigars, cigarettes, hookah, and nasal snuff, but I don't actually use these on a regular basis. So currently I only use pipes and cigars. I don't use nasal snuff or gas station cigars or hookah. Or cigarettes anymore, so I may have tried a lot of tobacco products, but I don't use them on a daily basis. So it's not like I'm using 10 cigars, 10 pipes, 20 pinches of nasal snuff, vaping, all throughout the day. I'm not a chain smoker, so I'm not somebody who is a chain smoker. I know several years ago on my channel, people were kind of teasing me and flaming me and trolling me because they thought I was a chain smoker, but I'm really not. So I don't chain smoke. The next thing is I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. So I tried smoking cigarettes, I tried smoking cigarettes for a period of time, but I quit. So I'm no longer a cigarette smoker because obviously cigarettes are by far the worst tobacco product out there. I don't use cigarettes anymore. So I have been cigarette free for many, many, many years, a long time. I have a long time. So I'm not somebody who's a cigarette smoker anymore. I want to explain why and how I don't chain smoke. So the reason why I don't chain smoke is number one, it's unhealthy. That's the biggest reason. And honestly, I don't have the time. I mean, I don't have the time to smoke all day long. I mean, I would love to do that. I'd love to smoke all day long, but I don't have the time. I have work. I work at Roche Brothers in Massachusetts. Be so damn cold here, damn hot, damn. I don't have the time to spend, smoking 10 cigars a day, 10 pipes. So I simply don't have the time. So that's one reason. It's also terribly unhealthy. I mean, if you're smoking 10 cigars a day, you're going to develop health problems. So I'll get into health a little bit later. So why and how I don't chain smoke. So that's the reason I don't chain smoke, is because I'm unhealthy and I don't have the time. And the reason and how I don't chain smoke is basically I just don't chain smoke. I limit my cigars and pipes to twice a day, occasionally 3 times a day. So typically 2 to 3 times a day, meaning typically 3 pipes or 2 pipes or 1 cigar and 1 pipe. So I'm not somebody who's a habitual chain, dirty smoker or whatever. So now I want to discuss. I quit smoking cigarettes regularly almost 10 years ago. So long story short about me and cigarettes is when I was 18 years old, I tried smoking cigarettes. I was never a regular smoker, never like a pack-a-day smoker, I never inhaled. I never even inhaled cigarettes. It was a stupid, dumbass thing I did when I was 18 years old. But hey, we do a lot of stupid shit when we're 18 years old. I mean, there's a lot worse shit you can do. And basically, I tried smoking cigarettes when I was 18 years old. And then, about 6 months later, I just got bored of it. So I was never like a pack-a-day smoker, smoking constantly, inhaling, having a terrible smoker's cough, any of that shit. So that's the bottom line. So I quit cigarettes almost 10 years ago. So in November 2009 is when I quit regularly, and then then I believe it was May of 2010 I quit altogether. So and then a few exceptions here and there. So now I want to discuss. Explain when and why I quit smoking cigarettes. So the reason why I quit smoking cigarettes is because they're nasty. Cigarettes are disgusting. I mean, no offense to people who like them, they're nasty. They're crap, they're shit. I mean, they're disgusting. They have chemicals, they have formaldehyde, all that kind of crap, all that kind of shit. I mean, they're nasty. They taste nasty, they're terrible for you, they're super expensive, they taste like crap, they taste like shit, whatever. So they're smelly, they're nasty, they're stinky. I don't miss them at all. So that's the reason why I quit. And also, it's getting colder outside, so I just kind of got bored of it. So I regularly quit smoking cigarettes like every single day. I was typically about, maybe a pack every 2 weeks, like 2 packs a month I was smoking. And, I would typically smoke one or two times a day. So not 1 or 2 packs a day, 1 or 2 times a day, 1 or 2 individual cigarettes. So I was less than a quarter of a pack a day, or less than an eighth of a pack a day. So I was a very light, very quote unquote light cigarette smoker. And so I quit regularly in November 2009. And then in May of 2010, in that 6-month interim, I would have like a cigarette like when I was stressed out, but then I quit altogether. And then bringing me to my next topic, when was the last time I had a cigarette? Was in June of 2013. So in June of 2013, when I was 22 years old, I had a Marlboro Light or Marlboro Gold, and that was my last time I had a cigarette. And I don't miss them. I think they're disgusting, they're crap, they're shit, they're disgusting. I think they're disgusting, and I would never smoke cigarettes again. Never. So I don't care how many people want me to smoke cigarettes, I'm never going to smoke cigarettes again. The next thing is, what have I never used for tobacco or nicotine products? So, tobacco products and nicotine products. I have never tried chewing tobacco. I've never tried dipping tobacco or snus or snus, American or Swedish. I've never tried dissolvable tobacco products. I've never tried patches or gum or any kind of quit smoking aids. So I've never tried chewing tobacco, long leaf, chosky for the josky, as Mudjug says. So I've never tried long leaf chewing tobacco or plug or twist. I've tried that in a pipe, but never in a like chewing tobacco. I've never tried dip or moist snuff like Copenhagen or Skoal or like Grizzly or like Cougar or Timberwolf. I've never tried snus or snus, American or Swedish. Never tried the like the Camel or Marlboro snus. Never tried the Swedish snus. I've never tried dissolvables like the Camel dissolvable. They look like candy and you dissolve them in your mouth. Never tried patches or gum or lozenges or inhaler and any kind of quit smoking aids. I have no interest in quitting smoking. I mean, if it came down to it, I'd rather develop something and get treated. So that's just me. I have no interest in quitting smoking. My doctors, obviously recommend I quit smoking. I have no interest. I would rather develop something in the end. So that's just me. The next thing is my favorite tobacco products. So my favorite tobacco products is the pipe and the cigar. So in the past, I'd say 5 years or a little bit more, predominantly I am a tobacco pipe. I don't use any illegal drugs. Tobacco pipe and cigar smoker. So that is predominantly what I use. Is tobacco pipes and cigars. So briar, clay, corncob, meerschaum, cherrywood pipes, predominantly briar pipes, and also I like calabash pipes, by the way. And also, I am predominantly a cigar smoker. So premium cigars. When I say cigars, I'm not talking about the crap you get at 7-Eleven or convenience stores or gas stations like Black & Milds or Swisher Sweets or Garcia Game. I'm talking about actual premium cigars that are actually handmade. And don't be a smart ass. That doesn't mean you actually make your cigars yourself. That means you buy them like Padron, Punch, Ligura Cubana, Partagas, Romeo Julieta. Those are like handmade cigars. Not that you actually make them yourself. So be a smart ass. So those are my favorite tobacco products: is tobacco pipes and tobacco cigars, premium cigars. Favorite types of pipes. So my favorite types of pipes currently are briar pipes and calabash pipes. I've been really getting back into the calabash pipe. I have a calabash pipe over there. I just smoked it earlier, and I'm really getting back into the calabash pipe. Calabash pipes is a gourd. It also has a meerschaum lining bowl. I really like the calabash pipe. It's about $100 online, so not bad. I really like the calabash pipe. I do like corncob pipes, so I haven't smoked them for a long time. I do like briar pipes, which is pretty good. I'm not really into the clay pipes anymore. Years ago I used to be more into the clay pipes. Not really into the clay pipes anymore. Kind of weird. So, favorite types of cigars. So my favorite type of cigars is Churchill, Toro, Robusto, anything with a quote-unquote small ring gauge or ring size. Aside from Lanceros or Pentalias, I don't really like those because those have a very tight draw in general. It is very hard to blend a cigar like that and not have a tight draw. So I'm not into cigars that have a tight draw because it's like sucking water through a straw, sucking an ice cube through a straw. It's very hard to get a draw off of it. Like people say, it's as tight as a nun's asshole. So just being silly ass like the big ass cigar. So so yeah, I'm not into cigars that have a super tight draw. So yeah, Churchill's, anything with a small ring gauge. I'm not a big fan of those cigars, like those giant donkey dick size cigars, donkey, cock size cigars that have, a 90 ring gauge, 85 ring gauge. They look like a giant donkey dick, it's like, no way in hell. It's like those are just a waste of filler and they just fall apart. So not a big fan of those. Next thing I want to discuss is what I have tried for pipe tobacco. And when I say pipe tobacco, I'm talking about pipe tobacco you put in a pipe, not rolling tobacco. So I don't roll my own cigarettes. So what I've tried for pipe tobacco. So I've tried a hell of a lot. I've tried aromatic, English, Balkan, Virginia, Vapor, Burley, English aromatics, etc., etc., etc. I've tried pretty much every pipe tobacco out there. So there's really no type of blend I have not tried. I've tried natural, English, aromatic, crossover blends, hybrids, Burleys, Virginias. I've tried pretty much everything. We're almost at 15 minutes here, so I'm going to split the video at 20 minutes. Next thing I want to talk about is I want to make a point that I've tried a hell of a lot of pipe tobaccos. Yeah, I've tried a hell of a lot. So, by the way, I am going to split the video at 15 minutes just to let you guys know. I actually have to take a phone call, so I'm actually going to split the video at 15 minutes. So, anyway, What I want to talk about right now is, so yes, I've tried a hell of a lot of pipe tobaccos, just a hell of a lot. I mean, it's purely freaking amazing how many pipe tobaccos I have tried. I mean, purely freaking amazing. I mean, I have tried every type of blend out there. So, I'm going to split the video right now, so when we get back, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff like health effects, and you won't want to miss it. So, look forward to part 2. Bye.